Hello, everyone! Hello, everyone. Hello. Cesare here with more Star Wars The Old Republic. Playing as Cesare the Vanguard with Tsilyi and I, the Gunslinger. Alright, so we are on Tatooine from what I recall. I remember I was hunting the traders of Havoc Squad, and one of them, Fuse, the bomb specialist, is here, making bombs, but he's not doing it by his own free will, I guess. He's currently regretting being a trader and is helping us find the people who are using his bombs. So we'll see how that goes, if he's actually reluctant. And then we got Tsilyi here, who's eating bacon. Now, today's going to be a shorter stream because Tsilyi has to go play some D&D. Right, Tsilyi?
I have to, like, get ready. Like, I need more than an hour's worth of time.
Yeah.
I thought it would be later, but I guess it's not. Like, when I look at this morning and they were like 5 p.m., I was like, whoa.
See, I don't know why the stereotype is that Tsilyi. I don't know why the stereotype is that Tsilyi is, or that the women are the ones that take forever. It was actually Tsilyi that started that stereotype. And they were like, oh. But for some reason, someone decided to make it about women.
Oh, I see, yes.
Alright, get out of here.
Oh, you left. Okay.
Yes, I went outside.
Oh god, I'll never get used to the speed at which the camera turns even when you have it set to 0 camera speed.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous in this game.
And I lowered the DPI on my mouse to 900, and it's still fast.
I don't get DPI. Like, I get sensitivity, but I don't get DPI.
So the DPI it's not, I don't know if it's useful for like MMOs and stuff, but it helps to kind of like fine tune the amount you have to move the mouse when you're playing an FPS game. And I read in a lot of places that a lot of people recommend playing Apex with like a DPI of 900 and like a sensitivity of like 4 or below. And I've been trying it and it has been helping a lot because it's a lot easier to make small adjustments to control the recoil of the gun.
Okay.
But my DPI before was like I think it was like double that. Or like it was at least, I know it was at least 1100, and I don't know why.
Well, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, it definitely helped. But now, like, where are we going? You sure it's this way?
Yeah, well, there's 2 things near us, but I think we gotta go up this ramp or something over here. It looks like there's a road.
Turn off my quests on my class. Excuse me.
Exactly.
I've been watching this show called Brand New Cherry Flavor on Netflix.
Oh?
It's pretty good. It's pretty fucked up, but it's pretty good. It's just weird as hell. We're watching it.
Exactly. Let me guess, you're here to complain about the Sand People, right? Took a shot at you? You're not the first traveler they've attacked, and you won't be the last either. You're lucky you're in one piece. I'll tell you what I tell everyone. There's nothing I can do. Too many of them and not enough me. What's a sand person?
I don't follow.
Oh? The Sand People, they're native to the desert. Savage and bloodthirsty. Can't talk to them, they murder any outsiders they find. Tribes don't have a lot of tech, but they're good at scavenging and they've been on the offensive lately. You wanna help? Get those rifles away from them. That'd save me a world of trouble.
What's the upside for me?
I'll scrounge up some sort of payment for you, if you decide to help out. I'll be here to take those rifles off your hands. Go bust some heads.
Yeah, go plus some heads. Nice giant robot friend.
Yeah. It's just me and my robot friend. Well, you just figure out a way that this won't all fall back on me. This is an election year. I'm sorry, things have been a little tense, but nothing just to stop our friends in the Republic from enjoying their stay. The Twin Suns pirates have been harassing us since the day I became mayor, and now they want to take our mine. 90% of this town works in that mine.
Glad I'm not you.
Hey, it may not seem like much, but we've made something of this wasteland. And now those gangsters want to steal it. I hired a group of mercenaries to drive off the Twin Suns, but they have had no luck so far. Stopped reporting back a few days ago. I can finish what those marks couldn't. This town would be in your debt. Or if you can finish.
Who are these guys? Are they going to need rescuing?
They failed to deliver. We don't owe them anything. Just go to the mine and drive off the gangsters there. Put the scare on them so they never come back. And if there are any ore they haven't already sold off, I'd appreciate it if you could bring it back here for distribution.
So, one of the characters in either D&D game is a cleric named Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have a Hurricane Henry, but it's spelled the way that my character would pronounce his name.
Oh.
Henri.
Alright.
And I was like, oh no. And so my friend who plays Henry was like, Henry became a hurricane. Stay safe, everyone. And I was like, way to go, Henry. Grats.
He's really moved up in the world.
Try to appreciate the scenery, Camus. Most people never get to visit a place like this.
This is a horrible place. No wonder Czerka built their base in the Dune Sea. No one would ever want to look for it here.
They'll adjust. How was your visit to Old Man Gromit?
Aside from like Sunday burying us alive, it went all right.
Too much to hope we'd seen the last of him. Mind if I see what you got for your troubles?
Oh, that's right. The main plot of this planet has been trying to take down Czerka.
These are official Czerka records from Secret Weapons Division 7.
Schematics, survey maps. Looks like Gromit came through for us. Don't go anywhere. I think we're gonna need you.
He buries us alive.
Alright, we should be able to determine a rough location of the base from these charts. Problem is, the sands have shifted over the last few decades. We'll need some geo readings to determine the facility's exact coordinates.
We need to deal with Czerka.
I agree, but Czerka's out of our reach. Our goal should be to rediscover their base before they do. The data isn't hard to get, in theory. I can give you a field scanner that'll dip into the sand, put us on track. But a lot of this territory is unexplored. Locals talk about sand people communities, crate dragons the size of starships.
There's nothing out there a well-aimed blaster can't take down.
Can't argue with that. If you take readings in a couple of places, I can figure out the base location. Meet me back here when you're done. Take it slow and be careful.
Sully, how do you feel about crate dragons?
How do you feel about Yusuf?
Oh man, Yusuf's fantastic. He's in Croatia, apparently.
Yeah. At least he's not in Bosnia filming a movie.
Filming a movie?
Bros have eyes.
Do you think Yusuf could be a movie star?
Maybe, probably. He
Got
could do
the-
anything he sets his. He could do anything he sets his mind to.
I mean, he did kick that guy in the back.
True.
So action star is definitely in his wheelhouse. Oh yeah, I turned off my sub for this until I pay for my apartment.
Oh no.
That's fine. All it means right now is that all of my money will be going into escrow. Yay, escrow. Defeat Imperial squad leaders. As a bonus mission. Alright. There we go. Anyway, so Silly, what have you been up to lately? What games have you been playing?
Apex, Boyfriend Dungeon.
That's right, you purchased Boyfriend Dungeon for me to play on the main stream.
Yeah, I did. It's a good game.
It has been added.
I'm a little confused about how my abilities works. Oh, okay. I think I'm sort of playing it backwards.
Playing it backwards? Like, you're not...
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Hemorrhaging Blast, then Wounding Shots.
I'll take your word for it.
Because Hemorrhaging Blast causes the enemy to take additional damage whenever it takes damage from one of your bleed effects.
Oh, okay. Wait, did you change how your character plays again?
And Wounding Shots, yeah, I'm playing the spec that I liked the most. That was the best one.
Okay.
And it gives you more chance to do damage because my damage doesn't apply really fast. But once it does so much damage at once that I'll probably pull through it.
When you have somebody like from the Republic and the Empire opposing each other for so long, do you just like tell people to identify themselves when you see
In the name
somebody
of the
opposing a
Republic,
faction?
I order you to surrender.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy contact. Open fire.
Open fire!
My favorite thing is my character gets to drop on them. He doesn't have his weapon out, and then he lets them pull their weapon out.
Right?
And apparently the reinforcements were close enough that they got there within a second.
Damn.
Surrender! I surrender! Please!
All I need is the location of your base. Tell me that and you can go.
Base coordinates. Here, on this data pad. Please.
Data pad!
Mercy.
I'll spare you, for whatever good that does you.
Thank you.
I feel like we should have at least arrested him.
Someone was like, imagine an episode of The Office where they all have to get vaccinated. And Jim is like, they have this picture of Jim and it's like, oh, I've actually been vaccinated for about 3 months now.
This is Oleg Claren. Are you there, Lieutenant?
Has something come up?
Hughes just called. He said Colonel Gorick is pulling out. He's going to run for it, Lieutenant. That scum killed dozens of innocent people for his tests. Those people deserve justice. Their families deserve justice.
I think he's the mayor.
Gorick has to pay for what he's done.
I'll move out immediately, sir.
You've got him on the run. Now finish him off. Good luck, Lieutenant. Claren out. Right.
So the rest of it is, oh, I've actually been vaccinated for about 3 months now. Side effects weren't too bad, but I've been convincing Dwight that I'm slowly turning into a zombie. I started off groaning, pretending I didn't notice it. Now I just Google brains and stare at him hungrily.
I remember that. Yeah, we got an email today from, or not today, but yesterday from work saying that they want mandatory vaccinations to be put in place. I'm like, alright, well, I'm already vaccinated. I don't really give a crap. But, why? Nobody goes into the office anymore.
Yeah, we have to go back into the office starting soon, 2 days a week, but not until the AC is fixed, probably.
AC still busted?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's going to take them till, like, September to get a new one. And I was like, okay. And I said to my boss, I was like, I will come back in when they require me to do so.
I mean, that's fair.
I was like, why would I want to go back in until they require me to do it?
I mean, if you can do the job from home and you're competently doing the job for the past X amount of years, there's no reason to go
No
back.
one knows why. And the worst part is, like, at first I was like, I understand. I don't understand why they want us to come back, but I know they do, and like I accept that eventuality. But then I found out that even when we come back to work, they're going to be doing meetings over Zoom. And I was like, we're already doing that, so why are we back there?
Yeah.
I think we should go back to the office when we're no longer doing meetings over Zoom, whenever that is.
It seems really pointless to force
And
you to go back.
I'll accept it. But like, why are we even going back if we are just simulating not being at the office?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I'm of the stance that if people like going into work, let them go in. But if people like staying at home and they're doing their jobs competently, then let them stay home and do their job.
Yeah. This is a long reading.
Right? The only thing I can think is they want to have some measure of control that they can't get over you at home, that they can't get over you at the office.
Maybe.
Unfortunately, this isn't just a problem in the U.S. This is a problem in Canada too, where they want them to go back to work needlessly. I had to shut down some friends recently because they were they keep, like, I don't usually go on Facebook because of this crap, but they keep posting all this like anti-vax stuff because it's a crock, and you know the reason for it being a crock is it doesn't make you immune.
Do they know what vaccines do?
Right? So I put this long post about how vaccines have literally never made a person immune. We gotta go in there, but there's some more of these quests we gotta do over here, so we may as well just go finish these. I was like, they literally have never made you immune. All they do is give your body the knowledge and know-how to fight it off in the future by giving you antibodies.
And the idea is that if you have a lower chance of getting it, then if everybody has a lower chance of getting it, then the likelihood of anyone getting it gets reduced, and then the likelihood of it passing on gets reduced.
Yeah. And they're like, somebody said something about how we've never eradicated any viruses, and I'm like, actually, that's wrong. We've eradicated smallpox, though they found some in jars on a Spanish ship, apparently.
Nice.
At the bottom of the sea. And they claim they destroyed them, but who fucking knows, right?
Right.
And they also eradicated something called Rinderpest.
Valley here.
Which...
The data's coming in. Looks like this will give us what we need, but... Huh? Getting an energy signature not too far from you. Some sort of installation, cloaked from long-range sensors. If you would, head on over and see if there's anything there. Could just be a glitch in the scanners, but I doubt it.
I'm gonna kill this sand person. Anyway, they were like, and the Rinderpest, it never actually affected humans. Rinderpest affected, it didn't give me a sand person weapon. What a bastard. What a bastard. I'm not sure these guys actually do, though. I think it's the
probably
ones
in the
above.
specific zone, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, Rinderpest affected cattle, and we managed to eradicate that. There's also tuberculosis, which they thought was eradicated up until, like, 2010-ish, and then they started requiring, or finding that it's been making a comeback. I don't think we can go in here.
Yeah, I can't go in there.
So I think the sand people we need are up top here, like this one, the sharpshooter.
Maybe.
And yeah, so tuberculosis made a comeback, and now.
Oh yeah, I remember what I liked about this spec.
What's that?
It's like, you put all your dots on the target and do the thing, and then you press your like button that causes it to do damage when you do dot damage, and just like little numbers fly out of the enemy.
I love it.
It's like you can't even read them.
3 out of 5.
Ah! Oh. Okay.
Gilly has been defeated. Did you fall down?
I used my like movement ability and I went flying a lot farther than I expected. Come get me.
Okay, hang on. It's not far.
Send your friend down to get me. It should work. That'd be awesome if it did.
Just fucking jumps down, heroically shoots off a whole bunch of sand people, finds your corpse, and is like, he's dead, and then leaves.
He's dead, Jim.
He's like, damn it! Sorry, I'm a robot or a droid, not a doctor. Oh. These ones did not take kindly to me trying to res you.
Okay. Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a cool man.
My dad really likes Star Trek, so he used to quote that all the time when we were kids. Apparently you're the conqueror of Terrace.
You know what this calls for?
Exactly.
Get back in there.
Alright.
That was funny.
Fuck
I
it.
thought I like had room and I just threw me off the edge. I was like, oh, this is farther than I expected.
I'll bet.
I see my sniper rifles. Still there for me to pick up.
Good. Defeat Sand People forces, it says. We've got 4 out of 5. Alright, let's kill all these ones over here. See if they count.
Yep.
I watched one of the clips of me playing Mass Effect, and I was fighting the Geth, and this one's hiding behind a box, and I just like walk up, see him standing there, smack him in the face, and he falls down the stairs and dies. I started laughing again because it's just so ridiculous looking. Just casually smack. Also silly. I've been playing Neo: The World Ends With You. That game is fantastic. Probably one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of the year so far.
Next to Boyfriend Dungeon.
Well, I haven't played that yet, so we'll see. We shall see. I also finished Bravely Default 2. And
You finished?
yeah.
Nice.
And I liked it, but it was the endgame didn't feel as good as it did in Bravely Default or Bravely Second.
I'm in the snow area.
The snow. Okay, you're in Rheimdall. Rheimdall's a good area. Like playing through most of the game was great, but like the end game is like they went way too overboard with the counterattacks in the game. Like way too overboard. Like literally every action you do. But I'm Mark with the resub. Thank you, sir. Can we get some slimes in the chat for Mark?
No.
But yeah, they went way too overboard with counterattacks in the game, so what I mean is, like, every action you do gives the enemy BP, and then you just get obliterated.
Just steal their BP. Ever think of that?
You'll slime yourself. Okay, that works for me. How you doing, Mark? How you feeling after your 12-hour stream? How did I end up beating them?
Yeah, how to get around that?
Most of them are not immune to status effects. Status effects seem to be the OP thing in this game.
Yeah, they seem to be really good. Another thing you can do is like give everybody white mage the white mage thing that allows them to be healed beyond their full health points.
Yeah, so that is also super helpful. But there's a class in the game that makes it so that for 40 MP, any secondary effect that you have, be that catching monsters or applying status effects, are 100% guaranteed. So if you pair it with a class like Salve Maker, which can apply status effects to entire
that's a
groups.
spoiler.
Oh, sorry, I thought you would have had it because it's the Fort Rhineville.
I missed it. Is it a side quest?
It might be a side quest.
I'll have to go look for it.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. I don't know what, like, I feel like I miss side quests, but I do all the quests. Do they sometimes just randomly pop up in the cities you've been to, like, after a long time for no reason?
At the beginning of the game, it seemed like that was the case, but make sure you go into some of the larger buildings. 'Cause
Yeah,
I discovered the gambler job because
I didn't bother to get that because I was like, I gotta get cards. Open this game.
it actually doesn't take that long. You can do it all through the directions, but like it wants you to fight each person in turn. But in order to get the true ending, you do need to go get that gambler. And
Yeah.
since you're on chapter 4 now, you will be able to. The card game will be the hardest part. What am I doing? We're gonna go over here. I'm like, where am I going down there? You're fucking tired? I have no doubt about that. You did a 9-hour celebration stream yesterday. But yeah, so you can apply your stuff guaranteed, and a lot of bosses are not immune to paralyze,
Oh god,
which makes them
that's
really.
absurd.
You'd think it'd make them really easy, but one of the fights, you paralyze 3 of the enemies, but then the 4th one just obliterates you.
I just like to delay enemy turns.
Yeah, that could be a lot of fun too. Like, there's a little bit of strategy that you can do, but it's not like Bravely Default, where like it has a set turn order, so it really like it really encourages you to find strategies that work. This game has a lot more RNG to it, a lot more luck on whether it can work, and the enemies will fucking punish you.
Oh, because
Horribly.
of the abilities that abilities that are more powerful have a longer delay afterwards and things like that.
Yeah.
And like abilities that have less resources are faster. Just
Yeah.
play all thief. Just Godspeed strike them to death.
Well, the strategy I ended up doing was to get through them because I got annoyed. Was I would have one character paralyze everybody that could be paralyzed, throw dread on everybody that could be dreaded because that prevents them from getting BP. Blind. I just throw out status effects until they couldn't get status effects anymore, and then I'd use this final turn. Oh, I also had another ability that made it so every time I applied a status effect, it would reset his turn. So I would just do that until I got all the status effects that I wanted on them, and then on the final turn I would just use the mix ability to make an elixir and heal him back up to full, like his MP.
That's amazing.
12 hours of gaming. It's not like you've never done that before, but when you're thinking of the stream, making sure everybody's entertained and making sure you get as many people involved as you can, that's exactly. It's a lot more work than people give it credit for, and you did it. I don't even remember what we were doing here in this facility.
Fighting robots. Probably.
Sure. We were doing something for Fowler.
Oh, I'm 71. What does that mean? Do I get anything cool?
Oh, I got a utility point I gotta put in. Give me a sec. Let me stop this recording for here anyway.
My next thing